I'm going to begin by asking, when you were deciding to step back in, well, sit back into the director's chair, was the idea, right, let me look for a story now that inspires me, I'm ready to go back into it, or did this story come to you and that was what triggered the decision to go back into directing?
The script was really the thing that got me thinking about making another movie. I was really, as far as I was concerned, I was out, and I was making television, and I was really happy making television. If this script hadn't come along, I don't know that I would have gone back to making movies again. But I've learned that you should pay attention, you know, when you start to sort of see signs, or you feel like there's a signal that you're picking up on, that you should follow that. And so I was, you know, given the script to ostensibly find someone to direct it. And it was after a couple of weeks that I realized that I really wanted to do it, that I was really bothered by the idea of somebody else doing it.
Exploring, is it kind of turning the American dream on its head? What was the kind of idea behind this new kind of looking into the heist sort of genre, but from a completely different perspective?
Well, what I liked about this screenplay was they don't start off as criminals. They have to sort of teach themselves how to do these jobs. Yes, I like the fact that they didn't have nice stuff. They didn't have any money. They don't have any technology. They're having to kind of take an analog approach to everything that they do. They've got to think laterally instead of vertically. So it seemed very, while in you know, a cousin to an Ocean's film, at the same time it felt a little more grounded in reality. There really, in the Ocean's films, there really isn't the equivalent of the relationship that Jimmy Logan has with his daughter, for instance. And I really like that about the script as well. So it, like I said, it seemed to, for me, satisfy both my interest in the genre, and it was respectful of the kind of pillars that you have to make a heist movie work. And yet it also seemed to be kind of using the heist film genre as a vessel to kind of get into some other stuff as well, some real life stuff that kind of leaks in to the movie from the side of the frame. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, as you sort of mentioned, there's this kind of fascinating study of American culture, but to a point where, do you think had this film been written post-Trump, it would have been a different sort of movie? Do you think that would have changed anything about the story or the characters or the world that they're kind of inhabiting?
It's hard to say if the script were written now, how you would approach it. You know, the script was written in 2014, and then we shot it in the late summer, fall of 2016. None of us, you know, could have anticipated where the country would be now. And luckily, the script wasn't political in the sense that what's implicit, I think, in the material is that for people like this, for people like Jimmy Logan and his friends, it doesn't matter who the president is. Nobody's helping them on either side, you know, and they never will. And they know that. And so there's this fatalistic attitude that goes beyond, you know, left or right or any of that stuff. They know that they're forgotten. And so that's why there wasn't really any need to be any more explicit about their situation. Every generation of the family has been in this situation, and every generation going forward will. That's just the lot of these people.